Alright. Hello guys, I'm going to be making a part 2 of the monster tier list. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the droid. I'm probably going to put him as a D, or maybe a C. Yeah, I think I'll just put him as a D. Like, he attacks slowly and his damage isn't, he's not all that, like, the droid isn't all that strong, like, the damage isn't all that strong, and, like, the speed it attacks in is also quite slow, so that's why it's going to be, on the D tier. Recover. Next up is going to be Virus. I think I might put it as an A, or maybe a B. I think we're going to put it in as a B. Because it attacks really fast, and I think it is 10 damage per hit. But, like, if you have a med kit, then I don't think it'll be, and also, like, plus it's, far range. Although it'll still be a B, because, like, if you have a med kit, then I don't think it'll be able to, like, kill you. Because the med kit, like, heals you up a little constantly, like, fast enough to prevent the virus from killing you. But if you don't have a medkit, then you might die. Yeah, plus having other players on your side, yeah. It's going to be a B, a decent killer. Gruey. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Gruey. So Gruey is going to be also a B, because he's basically like Sonic, EXE, and the Expressionless. But I think he has more health, but since the health isn't really, since the health is not, like, too high, it's not really, like, his health isn't really, all that much more higher. It's only a little bit higher, so I don't think it really makes a difference. I think it'll still be a B, a decent killer. So yeah. Now I'm going to do Dark. Probably going to put him probably as a B. I don't really remember how much damage it does. Probably 20 or 30, I don't know. Maybe 10. I don't know, but it's also quite easy to kill if you have, like, one of the OP weapons, like the strong weapons. Is going to be a bit easy to kill. Yeah. Next up is going to be MOC. It's going to be put as... I think I'm going to put him as a minor killer. Because although he is fast, his attack is slow, and he does small damage, or minor damage, like minor C, minor damage. I think it kind of fits, but I mean, not all killers that do minor damage are going to be on C, but yes, some are, and I think it makes sense that MOC, I was about to say MOS, but yeah, MOC going to be on the C section, the minor, like as a minor killer. So yes, MOC, minor. Next up is, you know what, let's start. I'm going to do like the new ones next. Like I actually just added Heart and Terror to my tier list. So I'm going to start with, or I'm going to continue with Horror. I think this is, I don't know, maybe it is Horror. But anyway, I'm going to put it as probably an A or A+. Because Horror goes fast. And also does... You know, I think I'm just going to put it as an A. I mean, I don't fully know because Horror's like a new killer, and so I don't really know a lot about him. Or a lot about it. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about Horror since he's like a new killer. But yeah, I noticed that he's pretty fast, and I also noticed that he does 35 damage. I don't know how frequently he does it, but I just know that he does 35 damage. So I'm going to put it in as a strong killer in A tier. Next up, another new killer is Terror. Again, I don't know if this is Heart or Terror. Well, I'm not really 100% sure, but I think this one that I'm dragging right here is Terror, and the previous one was Horror. So he's going to be, or it's going to be on the A section as well, because I think Terror is basically the same thing as Horror, but looks different. So yes, same tier as Horror. Next up is going to be 004. Also an A. Because of his speed and his ability to be able to one-shot you. But I think I would have put him up as an A+ killer, an OP killer, if every single player he touches, no matter how long it's been since the previous jump scare kill, he will jump scare kill that next person that he touches, like, you know, Jack-o'-lantern. But yeah, since he does not do that, and he has to wait for his, he needs to wait until he can jump scare kill a player again. And also, like, his attack, it's not really that powerful. It is quite strong, but I think not too strong. And also, what makes him a bit more strong is that you have to shoot him in the head, like do a headshot, which I think is really annoying. Yeah, I think it needs to like update the hitboxes, because it doesn't make any sense that the ammo just goes through the killer. But yeah, he's going to be on tier A. Strong. Next up is going to be Mega Guardian. He's going to be on. Yeah, he's going to be on the B tier, a decent killer. I think I would put him up as a strong killer if he attacked more faster, but since he doesn't attack that fast, and sometimes he doesn't even attack when you touch him. Yeah, I'm just gonna put him as a decent killer, but since he has a lot more health than the regular Guardians, then that would put him up as a B. If he did have the same amount of health as the Guardians though, then I think that would put him down to a C. So yes, he's going to be on the B tier. I'm also a little concerned that I may not have enough space to save this video and post it, because I've been having a lot of these problems that I don't have enough storage space. So I really hope I do have enough space. So yeah, I'm just saying that. Next up is going to be Guardian. This. I am going to put it in as a C. Yes. A C should make sense. Because, like I said, with the Mega Guardian, then I said if the Guardian had as much health as the regular Guardian, then that would put him in as a C. And since the Guardian has small amounts of health, then he's going to be put in as a minor killer. Next is going to be Sentry. Maybe I put him as a C. Probably if he had more health, a little bit more health, then I would have put him in as a B, but since his health isn't all that much, then I wouldn't put him as a C. But did I say if I had a little bit more health, then I would put him as a C? If I didn't, I meant B. Yeah, if he had a little bit more health, then I put him in as a B. But since he doesn't, then a C should do, a minor killer. And also, the lasers, it shoots at you when you're nearby him. It's not that bad. As long as I have medkit, then it's not really gonna do anything. Yeah, it's basically MIC, but faster, and also shoots out lasers faster. But unlike MIC, it has less health. So next up is going to be Alice Jack on the C tier. Because of how slow it walks, like it walks a bit slow, and like the damage it does, and like the health is not really going to be enough for it to be leveled up to a B, like to be put in as a B, because of its speed and its damage. So that's why it's going to be a minor killer, in my opinion. Yeah. Nexus Mannequin, I think it would make sense because like you can't shoot him when he's sitting still. Maybe you can, but I think it needs to be like right after he stops. I don't know, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But yeah, mostly you can't shoot him, or like you can't kill him. Mostly you can't kill him when he's standing still or laying down. Whatever weird stuff he does when he stops. But when he's moving, that's when you get the chance to kill him. That's when you get the chance, like, to make him take damage by shooting your weapons. And also his HP isn't all that strong when he's moving. And also his speed and like the damage is it's quite a lot. And also I think he's a long range, or I don't know. I don't think he is. Maybe just me. But yeah, he's a strong killer. Next up is Zombie. I'm gonna put him as a weak killer because of his damage, speed, and health. I mean, he's basically like a starter killer. Like, he's the weakest killer in the game, so yeah. Of course, he is gonna be the weak one. Yeah, the weaker ones. Next up is going to be Skeleton. I think I'm gonna put him as a strong or a decent killer. Because like the first time it came out, if he was still the same way like when the first time it came out, because the first time he was actually really powerful. Like, he will basically touch you and then you're dead. And I think the HP was the same. I don't really remember. But yeah, if he was still the same way as he is now, then I would put him as a strong killer. But since he's been nerfed, then I might put him as a decent killer. Although I have been killed by him a couple of times. It's kind of rare, but I did get killed by him a couple of times. But that's mainly because there are like other groups of skeletons. Like, it was a whole group, not just one skeleton. So yeah, that's why he's going to be on a B tier, decent. Next is going to be Gollum. I don't know. His health is high, but the damage he does isn't really too bad. I think I'm just gonna put him as a B. Yeah. Because like maybe if he did a bit more damage, then I would have put him in like an A tier, but since he doesn't do that much damage and he can easily survive when he's attacking you with a med kit, then I'll put him in as a B tier. And also, how fast he attacks isn't also like all that fast. It's not really that fast when he attacks. So that's why it's going to be a decent killer. Next up is going to be Pale. I think strong, like an A tier, would make sense because of his health and also the speed. And also his ability to like jump from time to time. Yeah, he jumps kind of high. So that's why he's strong. Yeah, like the damage, the jumping, the running speed, and like the health and all that. Yeah, that's what makes him strong. Next up is going to be Blaze. I'm going to put him as a B because like of the shield, like he has a shield. Like if he didn't have a shield, then I would have probably put him as a C, but since he does have a shield, then I think a B would make sense, a decent killer. I'm also gonna try and get through this video as quickly as I can, so that way I can make it like shorter to free up space. So yeah. Next up, we'll, Giante. Giante or Giante? I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm going to put it as a strong killer because of how fast he attacks and the damage he does, and also the speed. And I think I'll also count the health. So yeah, it's a pretty strong killer. Evoker is going to be next as a minor killer. Because of how much damage it does. Like if he still did if he was still able to kill or kill you with 3 hits when you're on 100 HP, then I would have put him in as a B, but since he was nerfed, I think a C would make more sense since he was nerfed. Alright, FAMAS. I think I would put him as a decent killer, a B. Because of his flames, like his ability to shoot out flames. And the health, the speed, you know, like, it's not really all that powerful, but it's kind of strong, but not, it's not strong, but it's in the middle. Yeah, decent to be. Alright, next is Rager. I think it'll be on the A tier. Although it attacks slower than the Giante. I think I'm gonna call, the black lurker, like, killer Giante. So yes, I think it's the same damage as Giante, but it does it more slower, and is also, like, the speed is also slow. But I think the health is about the same. I think it may seem like that the health is not the same because of his ability to heal up. For some reason it can heal up. I don't really know why, but okay. And I'm not saying that he needs to change it. I'm just saying that it's kind of weird that the Rager can heal up, while the others, probably besides Mannequin, can't. So yeah. How fast he moves and attacks, like, how slowly it attacks and moves, I don't think it really changes the tier. I think it's still pretty strong. So, yeah. Next is going to be the Dweller. I'm going to put it as a C. Yeah. You think a C would make sense because of, like, the speed and the damage and its health. And yeah, it's not that powerful. It's not that powerful. Yeah, it's not really all that powerful, but you know, when you AFK for a long time and when you don't have a medkit or something, then it'll be more easier for it to kill you. So yeah, it's not really weak. It's just, you know, those minor killers. Next is Iron. Also minor. Because of, like, the amount of damage it does. I don't know. I don't really 100% know how much damage it does, but I just know it has more health. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it as a C, mainly because of its health. Next is Diamond. I'm gonna put it as a B because of its health. Like, I think for the ore monsters, I think the health is what makes them different, besides their color and size. Yeah, like, that's what makes them powerful, like, their health. So the Diamond, I think, is going to be on the B tier, a decent killer. Gold, I'm going to pick C. because I think it's a little bit like the Iron Killer, but I think has a little bit more health. That's about it for it, like just the health. Yeah, it's going to be minor C. And the last ore monster is going to be the coal monster. I think I'm gonna put it as a D, because like its health is really low. You can like two-shot it, like you can shoot it 2 times with a golden desert eagle. So basically meaning its health is not its health is kind of weak. So yeah, that's why it's going to be weak. A D tier. Next is going to be Prison Zombie. Probably, I don't know, a B. Probably if they'd attack faster, then I would have put them as an A tier. But since they attack a little bit slow, and you're able to just use your medkit in order to survive them, and they're also like quite slow, like all that stuff, it's going to be a B, a decent killer. Next is going to be Rakul. Rakul. I'm just gonna Rakul. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say Rakul. And he's going to be in the B spot, because it like he attacks a bit slowly, although he does probably 50 damage, but he does it quite slowly. If he did it faster, then that would have made him as a strong killer, like a tier A killer. But since he attacks slow, I think it's going to be a B, a decent one. And also the speed isn't really... The speed, I don't think it's going to make a difference, because like the health, you can easily kill him with the one of those scope rifles, like the plasma or freeze ray, or like the M16A4, or yeah, like those weapons. Yeah, it could be kind of easily killed. Okay, next is, I'm sorry about that mistake. The next is the lurker is going to be, I think, a C, like a C tier. It's basically the same thing as Dweller. Yeah, like speed, damage, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's basically the same thing as Dweller, just, you know, black and has eyes. Yeah, you know, so yeah, it's just the same thing as Dweller when it comes to strength. Next is going to be Toxicol. Yeah, Toxicol is going to be as a C. minor killer because of the health. You know, it has less health than the dark. If it had as much health as the dark, then that would level it up to a B, but since it doesn't, then it'll be a C. Frosted is going to be labeled as probably a B because of the health. I think it's basically same thing as Gruey, but moves a lot slower. Like probably as slow as Vanta. So yes, she's going to be on the B tier. I think I'm gonna change my mind about Dark because the Dark is basically like a Jingu. Because in my last video of this list, I made it Jingu as a C, so I don't know. I might probably put it as a C. I don't know. Yeah, a C might make sense. And last but not least, it is meant to be a Hydra. B. What makes it a B is its ability to... Wait, does it heal up? You know what? No, I don't think it heals up. Yeah, I don't think it heals up. Yeah, it doesn't. So yeah, it's going to be... let's see. Alright, that's going to be all for this video of part 2 of making the SIA51 monster tier list. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Alright, bye guys.